I made it. 45 years. This is my birthday message today. I spent the vast majority of my career um, working in operations, serving business units, the team members, frontline, customers, developing general managers, regional managers was a passion of mine. And I had the opportunity at one point to go and work at the store support center. And within my first month working there, I went storming in the CEO's office, no appointment, and which was typical me back then. And probably without very much polished communication, I told him straight to his face. I said, "The culture here is horrific. The treatment of people is terrifyingly bad." And I'll never forget what he told me. He said, "Yeah, I know that. And I haven't been able to influence that as much as I would have hoped." So I didn't say anything else after that. I turned around and I walked away. And but what I made up in my mind was I wasn't going to let that bad culture impact me. So for that entire year that I worked at that store support center, I made it my mission to be very intentional with every single interaction, from the team members that I saw, the support members that I saw, the offices I walked by, people I talked to in meetings. I tried to make sure that everyone felt like they mattered, like they were important. That was my mission, and it was not easy. I felt like I was working against the grain, but I truly did my best and was intentional with the way that I treated people in hopes that I can be an influence and make a difference in that environment. Fast forward to my story about Joan. Joan is an amazing individual, loves her family, served her company, served the team members. Joan worked at the organization for several years. She sat at the end of the hallway, and she was like the guardian of the executive offices. You could not get past Joan if you didn't have a good reason to get into that executive hallway. Joan had to buzz you in. All the executive team, probably 10 or more people, worked on the other side of this glass door that was kept behind an electronic lock that only Joan had the access to. And I can recall every day it trying to be intentional, walking by Joan's office wherever I was going, and made sure I stopped by, whether it was 30 seconds just to ask her how her weekend was or check in, or it was just a simple, "Hey, how you doing? I hope you're having an awesome day," kind of thing. But I tried to be very, very intentional. And now you fast forward for that entire year of working there, and I came by Joan's office this last one time on my last day at the store support center before I transferred back out into operations. And I'll never forget what Joan told me. She said, "I heard you're leaving." And I said, "Yes, ma'am. I'm going back out into operations." She said, "I'm really going to miss you being here." And I said, "Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to miss you too." I felt like there was something else that she wanted to say, so I just lingered for just a minute. And she said, "You know what I'm going to miss most about you?" I said, "What's that?" She said, "You're the only one who stops and talks to me." Now, this is a lady who for years has served her company, who sits at the end of where every single executive has to walk by this office just to get through the glass door into their executive hallway. And her last message to me was, "You're the only one who spoke to me." And I've never forgot that, Joan. I want you to know that you're special, that you're amazing, and your value is not defined by someone talking to you or not talking to you when they walk by your office. So for those of you who may feel like Joan, maybe you feel like your value is determined by the number that ends up on the bottom line of a P&L, I want you to know that you're special. And maybe you don't hear that enough from your boss or from your coworker or from your leader, but you're special, and your value is not defined by someone who walks in your office and says hi or doesn't say hi. But you have the power to make someone else feel special. So today I just want to invite you to be intentional about your interactions. Love the people that you come into contact with. Take a few extra seconds just to wish them an amazing day. Ask them how their weekend was. Ask them what they're looking forward to next weekend or next week. Make people feel special. You have the power to do that. Have a great day.